back of the girl, into her neck or into her back, into anywhere she wanted to. He was a real sicko. Got to the point where nobody knew where to go or what to do. The police brought in, state police, the police brought in anybody that could help him, and no one found out who it was. And the only thing that happened was the murders kept coming, and kept coming. One family, husband and wife, well, the husband was killed in the house, and the wife was not killed, but she had received like 4 bullet wounds in her. She managed to run to a neighbor's house and get them to open up the door, and they took her to the hospital. But it took her 3 months just to get everything fixed up on her.
Oh, God.
So anyway, today's urban legends were yesterday's true facts. So I still remember that. I saw the movie The Town That Dreaded Sundown last week. And would you believe the girl that played Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island was the one girl that survived? The one who was the wife and went to the next door neighbors. She survived it. Her name was Helen Reed in the movie.
Wow.
So that really was a good movie. And then in 1977, they made a remake of it. Same thing, same everything. They also brought in other ones back in there. One was called The Legend of Boggy Creek, which was supposed to be about the skunk apes or Sasquatch, whatever you want to call it, that lived in Florida Gators and Florida's Everglades. They also lived over here where we are, as a matter of fact. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? We actually have a skunk ape that's supposed to live here.
I don't know. A skunk ape?
Well, it's like a Sasquatch. It's like whatever you want to call it.
I've never heard of a skunk ape.
Well, that's what they call it in Florida.
I don't live in Florida.
I know that, but here where we live...
Well, the only thing I knew of was a Sasquatch. It's a little bit larger than a skunk.
But you can always tell there's a certain smell to it.
Oh, I thought it was just because I lived downwind of the water treatment plant.
God.
No, I don't think so.
We're in a Republican state. They don't believe in any emission, you know.
Okay. So anyway, but there are some creatures that live out here. We just are full of urban legends. Colleges especially. Colleges are haunted. Extremely haunted. I know I'm rambling on. But I'm sorry guys, but I was interested in The Town That Dreaded Sundown. It is a true story.
Oh, who starred in it?
Ben Johnson, Andrew Prine. As I said, the girl played Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island, Dawn Wells. And then, as I said, they made the 1977 movie remake of it.
Of The Town That Dreaded Sundown?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that.
And
I only remember the original.
Yeah. And then they made another. Was not a remake. It was a sequel to it. And
there's been a sequel made.
What
was it called? The town that dreaded.
The Trown.
The Trown.
What's a Trown?
The Town That Dreaded Sunlight.
Oh,
makes sense.
Yep. There was a trombone that you.
It was, well, it makes sense that this was The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
So be the
Part 2 would be The Town That Dreaded Sunrise.
Yeah, that's true.
Sunrise.
Folks, I do have an announcement to make. I've given this some thought.
Oh, good God!
And I said I was going to do it in the beginning. But after some emails that I've received, people want the B.AND.R Show to start up our YouTube channel. It probably won't start this week. Big Hoss may not be in it. If the Shadow Man chooses to, he will also be on the YouTube channel as well as the audio podcast. So,
and breaking news, Trump just said that his tax plan was none of your business.
Oh yeah, I've got that right here.
Oh, I thought I was breaking news. Good God, Daisy, go ahead then. Nobody tells me anything.
I'm on top of the game. But after due consideration, I put a lot of thought into it. It probably won't be this week. Maybe, I'm not for sure. But starting up next week, we will probably start doing our YouTube channel.
I don't know why you scared me, Big Daddy B, when you were saying you'd given a lot of thought to this. I thought you were going to announce your candidacy for President of the United States.
Nope.
I was sitting here shivering.
Nope.
I'd vote for him.
Unfortunately, I'm not running for president.
But then with a lot of liquor, I'd vote for anybody.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
Hey, there's what Trump needs to do. Start getting to the bars.
yes.
Okay, Big Hoss, you can go ahead and...
Because.
Sorry, Shadow Man, you can go ahead and
Thank you.
Okay.
finish.
Alrighty. Anyway, I'm
I
just
was like,
saying.
what am I doing?
We're not with it.
Nobody
tonight.
tells me
And
anything on the
remember,
show.
We've been off the show for a couple of nights, and
Yes.
everything that's been happening.
And we are
with the
sorry
weather.
about that, folks. We've been experiencing bad weather down here.
Really bad weather.
It's not the greatest state to be in weather-wise.
Yes.
So,
Of
especially
course,
when-
right now, if you live in the United States, there is no greatest state to be in
No.
unless you're in Canada.
That's true, and I don't think that's considered, but yeah, who knows? Who knows? It might be. Anyway, as I said, I love urban legends. I'm sure you've seen Urban Legends 1 and 2. They made 2 movies of those. So anyway, but I'm not with it right now. I should have been more into it, but we've had stuff happen besides the weather. We've had things going on in the house besides the weather. So
folks, I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I should have been more in tune. I'm sorry, guys. Tomorrow I will start mentioning Dark Shadows. I do promise that.
What else?
Yes, because we've gotten some emails about your dark shadows.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
get your dark shadows.
Okay.
Now, Shadow Man,
Uh-huh.
what other stuff do you have in store to possibly talk about at other times?
Well, I was hoping to go into legends of actually the true vampire legends.
So you'll be talking about different legends like
Yeah.
vampires and.
One
thing I think we need to talk about here is the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes. Yes.
We need to get on that, and because there is some very big.
It's an urban legend, folks. Don't believe it. There is nothing in Scotland.
But how do we know?
Because we saw the episode on Bewitched, and it happened to be some guy she turned into that was dating her.
As you can see, he's a
It was
fan.
Samantha's cousin that turned him into the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then he had little baby Nessies, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I don't believe in the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay.
I'm
Well, then
sorry.
how about all the other lakes that they say?
I also don't believe in the one. What's the one that's in the Chesapeake Bay?
Chessie. Yeah.
Nobody's seen that one for years.
Well, no one's seen any of them for years.
See?
It's like they go into these little things where you either go to sleep or something
if
like
you
that, or
notice-
you wake up.
Yeah.
And if you notice, it was like Transylvania. The only time they see these is when some guy's staggering out of the bar with this bottle.
Oh.
So, I mean,
Okay.
that's when you see the vampires. In
Yeah.
Transylvania, you were staggering out of the bar with your bottle.
Oh.
And then after the vampire bit you, he'd be staggering out the door.
Yes, then he was staggering out in the street.
Oh,
He got hit by
God.
the truck.
So anyway, but I want to talk about the Loch Ness Monster. I want to talk about the other creatures in the lakes. I've always believed that when the dinosaurs died, they didn't die for good. There's always something that's got to be there. And wouldn't that be
Yes.
neat to all of a sudden see something like that?
It
Find an
would.
egg.
I don't know if people along the coast would think so.
God.
Oh yeah. And
I mean, think what property values in Malibu would do if
I know.
something comes waddling out of the water.
Yeah.
I mean,
God.
really, property values might plummet.
And this is one thing I'm going to... The Town That Dreaded Sundown, 1977. This is about the movie. In March of 1946, a Texarkana, a schizoid killer wearing a hood, which might even begin when the KKK began. You heard they're wearing hoods
the KKK
too.
No.
The KKK started in the 60s.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but what I'm saying is that he might have been a member too. I mean, you know, a reign of terror that is to this day remains unsolved. Sort of like Jack the Ripper. But you don't ever know what ever happened to that.
There's movies, but I mean, some say he got caught. Some say he just got away with it. There's
Some
plenty
say
of
it's
movies.
part of the royal family.
I mean, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there about what happened. I mean, it's interesting.
Come on, William. Send us a lowdown on your little nasty relatives.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
The murders.
I'd like to hear about them.
The murders are unnerving as the pendulum strikes without warning, without mercy. I mean, he just continues to kill and kill and kill.
Oh, God.
And again, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like the KKK because he's wearing his hood.
Yeah.
No one even knows him. All they ever see is his black shoes.
Right.
And it's like they know there's something out there. And there was this one scene when I was telling you about with Mary Ann and all that. It was a cornfield. And, you know, you think about cornfields, you think about Kansas, you think about Texarkana, Kansas.
Oh, I do.
You think about these.
I never thought about that. I do find that kind of odd. They had her in a cornfield.
God.
You just can't get away from Kansas, can you?
Nope.
So anyway, who knows what...
On one side, you had the monster. On the other side, you had the tornado.
God.
Who knows what could be what lurks out there? I mean, with the way today's society is, no one is safe. You know, they call me the shadow man, but at least I know where I'm coming from and where I'm going. You all don't know what's going on, what's going to happen to you from day to day.
No, you don't.
And that's scary. Of course, I'm old, so you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but just think about urban legends. Think about things that have happened. Think about stuff that you know or heard about in your town or something.
Right.
And if you would like the Shadow Man to look up something, feel free to email him.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
He would be glad to take questions on his show. He would be glad to take any type of questions on any type of horror or urban legend or movies that you have.
Yes, he would.
And ghost stories, I love ghost stories. True ghost stories, oh God. But I don't sound like it. It's like when I start talking, I just go, do. But you know, it's all fake. I know exactly what I'm going to say, but you don't.
Oh, God.
So anyway. But anybody else, you know, has anything else to say about this?
No.
No.
I'm sorry, we're all because we're all. It looks
We're
like
not with the guys.
No, we're not.
We haven't been here for 2 or 3 days because of weather, so.
Yeah, and that's it's like work. When you're at work every day, you know what to do.
We had a vacation, so
But
this ain't fair.
yeah, and you know when you come from vacation, it's like I know I can't work after I come back one day from vacation because it's like, you know, what am I supposed to do or how do I get back into this or something like that.
Right.
So, but tomorrow I will talk to you more about Dark Shadows as I.
Yeah, please do, because I've been telling them you would talk about Dark Shadows.
Okay, I promise tomorrow will be Dark Shadow time, beginning with the arrival of Miss Victoria Winters.
No, start off, because a lot of people that knew Dark Shadows may not know all this. Start off with how Dark Shadows started out at the beginning. That it actually was supposed to be just a regular soap opera like Days of Our Lives.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, here we go. Which we already know is starting in
And all of you Days of Our Lives fan, ooh, isn't Days got interesting?
No.
No.
Alrighty, yours got canceled.
Yeah, but it still had 5 years. Granted, it didn't have 45 years added
No,
to
50.
it. But no.
Oh,
I said
45,
5,
yeah.
You can't even count either, can you?
Oh, God.
We didn't have school funding when I was going to school either.
God.
Anyway, we just decided tonight I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna have like a fun night, sort of trying to get back into the roll of things. I will be looking at all my Dark Shadow stuff tonight, seeing how it all started, which I already know how it all started. That I don't have to worry about.
Yes.
Of course, as you know, in Dark Shadows, my favorite person was Victoria Winters, no matter what. And she first started off she really was smart. She was cool.